Against the backdrop of melting ice caps in the Arctic, this 18-year-old British activist wanted to make her voice heard. Mya-Rose Craig is kicking off a revival in youth strikes, calling for the world to take action against climate change.
So this is the most northerly climate strike ever. I think it really helps push forward the issue. It gives us something visual to understand that this is urgent and it's something we have to deal with now or 10 years ago.
Thousands of young people like Maya are set to fill streets around the world in the name of Youth for Climate from Friday to Saturday. Demonstrations are making a return in cities like Sydney, Stockholm and London. They normally take place on a mass scale, but coronavirus restrictions forced campaigners to halt the strikes back in March of this year. Now Swedish activist Greta Thunberg, the founder of the initiative, is calling for the mass protests to return in the streets or online.
We need to treat the climate crisis as a crisis. It's just as simple as that. The climate crisis has never once been treated as a crisis. And unless we treat it as a crisis, we won't be able to so-called solve it.
The return comes as the world witnesses some of the worst natural disasters of late. California has been ravaged by its deadliest wildfires in the state's history, while the Earth continues to warm up to extreme levels. This year, ice covering the polar ocean in the Arctic shrank to its lowest extent in 4 decades.